Hello, Joe. How's she going? How's the feed coming through? Is she clear? I mounted my Starlink out on the hood this time instead of inside of the sunroof, so I don't know if she's coming in any better or not. Gotta turn around here. Weasel sprung the first one. Had weasel tracks going in. Sprung. That never would have happened with a Belle Isle, would it? I got some traps that's pretty close to the truck, so I'm going to try to take the phone into those ones. But I got some of these first few are quite a little ways down in, so I won't be able to take the phone down in to check those, because I think I'll be too far away from the Starlink to stay connected. Good morning, Brad. How you doing today? Alright. I got one right down in here. I'll have to get down and check that one without the phone, but I got some coming up here a little later that's real close, and I'll take you down in and show you, see if we got anything. I got hopes. I'm feeling pretty good we're going to get into a piece of fur today. West Virginia. Never been, but always love to see the sights of it on the TV there. Look like great country. Morning, Jason. You got one of those, oh, you'll catch fur now. You got one of those green plaid shirts. That's all it takes right there. Sometimes you don't even have to use traps and you'll catch fur with a green plaid shirt. All right, I'll be right back in a second.
I put it into him. I pumped it right into him. Move up, we might be able to use this as brush.
No hat. Oh, Mildred, she's in here roaming around. Could be a moose come out. I've seen moose tracks in here. 'Cause That'd be cool if we get that on camera. It is soon time to chase the big lake trout. Still got a little trapping left. Wednesday, gotta pull them. Hopefully I can get from work quick enough so I don't have to do too much of it in the dark, but I'm guessing it's going to be another nighttime pull. I just barely ran out of long distance calls, so I stopped at the sporting goods store, and the only thing they had that was anywhere near long distance was Dunlap's Winter Bobcat lure, so I got a bottle of that and been smearing that on. Perch and beef catch and cook. Oh yeah, I'll go for that. That'd be perfect catch and cook. I got 2 beaver I've been saving right next to the bus on the river there. They got a house and a nice feed bed there, but I never ice fish that part. I don't know if it's good or not. I've got to try it out. Oh, fair count. I got a little bit of a cold. My voice cracks a little bit. I didn't have super long lines out, but I think I got maybe five fisher and 11 marten, a couple coyotes, a few other miscellaneous items, 6 or 7 weasels. I think we got about 22 marten sets out right now. Most we had was 24. I guess 21 marten sets right now, because I just put 3 boxes away and I had 24 total. 49 pounder. Half the tail was gone. Oh warrior. Tough guy. Them's my favorite ones to do on the flashing beam. You think you're doing great, then all of a sudden your flashing knife hits one of the old scars made out of half cartilage and you rip a hole in there big enough to stick your fist through. Well, there's some. This is the first time I've been up here that these things have been spinning. I think in the high winds I must have shut them down when I was up here. I don't think they're worth too much, especially with the government subsidies, but they're cool to look at once in a while. That's how I stay cool. I get sweating on the line. I've installed these fans so I can keep myself cool down in here when I get too much of a lather worked up. I haven't been down to the lake, Bill, but I heard last Tuesday that there was the one where I take the bus usually. There was a little open hole in the middle and one off to the right, so she's probably buttoned up now. Hope we had something wandering down through here. Looks like fox or a coyote. Got a couple steep hills in here. I'm hoping I don't have to put my chains on. Down in the old green growth. I got 3 chaps on this jig road. One right off here to the right where this, up on this ridge, goes into this green growth. And I had that sprung one time with the bait wire pulled out through the slot where my spring goes. Something was reaching in there, pawing around. Then later on, I turned around down the end of this road and I saw where a fish across. So I double set that up because I didn't have a lot of time left in the season. And I didn't want to miss out if he came through again. So got 2 at the end and 1 over here. We'll check this one coming back out after I turn around. Right now I'm doing my best not to slide down over that bank right there. That'd be real neat. Yeah, this road kind of dead ends right, well, it used to continue an old winter road, but it dead ends right here at this brook. And they left all this big hemlock right here, and that's where that there was a fisher track, bobcat track, and a big buck track. Just like you say, Joe, the bucks always cross with the fish across. I don't see any tracks crossing there right now. That could mean that either nothing came through yet since the snow, or we got something in the trap. I think I can take you with me on this one. It's just off the road. I'm gonna try it, see what happens. We'll see what happens. If you start to get breaking up, I'll have to bring you back, but we'll try her out. Oh, Mildred, you dumped out the window. Get out of there. Get out of there, Mildred. See no action on this one. Still got bait. Stir things up a little here. Boy, is that firmed up pretty good. Give her a little shot of this Dunlap long distance bobcat, see if that helps any. There we go. Old trapper up in the North Country taught me that. That's the only thing I could find at the store with any stink. The old Dunlap brutal bobcat. She's got a pretty good smell to it, so hopefully that helps out. Alright, I'll try to take you on this one the other side. That's a little further away. This trail goes right across here, right in there. That's where that fisher was crossing, but there's no tracks here right now. Still staying connected so far, I think. Yeah, there, Mildred. Get out. No. He's gonna stay in the car next time. No action. No activity. Oh, got the snow falling. See if we got any bait. Yep, all kinds of bait. Alright, on to the next one. No hit! Oh yeah, Mildred, she's quite a rig, alright. I don't know if she's hilarious, but she's quite a rig. Try to find the best way out of here without dropping a bunch of snow on the ground on my phone. Come on, Mildred. Come on. Up. Up. Good deal. There we go. Yeah, it's probably a good thing. They used to tell me something similar. They used to tell me go out on the road and see if count mufflers. Sounds about like the same type of thing. See if we can make her up over this hill here. Trapped her in there, but I ain't stopping until I get up on this little crest here. we go. There we go. We made her out. Alright, I gotta run and check that one real quick. I didn't want to stop right beside it. From France. Wow, welcome to the Maine Trapline, all the way from France. I've been halfway around the world and halfway back again. From Paris, Maine to Paris, France. You probably never heard that one. Hello, Paul. Thank you, buddy. I'll be back in just about 5 minutes. I gotta run and check this set real quick. We had some action on that one, some activity. Whew, lost my wet breath, quite a walk up over that hill. Here we go. Feel a nice grey in the tail on that one. It's gonna be a wicked nice hat. Wicked nice fur on that one. That is a pine marten. Alright, I'm gonna put him in the back and we'll go on to the next one. Phew, quite a tussle up over that hill. I pulled that box. I had to lug that back because worried about the fur being stuck to the trap. So we got those two other ones we just checked down below it, so we should be covered. Yeah, I gotta pay up my royalties. That's not bad. We're pretty early on in the line. We might get some more fur. Hello, Lambert. We just caught a beautiful pine marten. You just missed it. Get my GPS opened up here. Where am I? We are in the beautiful state of Maine, north central, northern Penobscot County. Alright, we got a little bit of a idea for the next ones. That animal is called a pine marten. They're very crafty predator up here. Big on raiding nests, eating eggs, eating lots of small game. So we have a trapping season for those in Fisher to be able to keep them in check. Oh yeah, it's nice out. Had about 4 degrees Fahrenheit this morning. I don't know what it is right now, but I could probably adjust the thing here so I could see it. 5, reading 5 right now, up here on the side of this mountain. Merry Christmas, Aaron. We had a great time. Oh, Hobbs is tickled. He got a over and under 28 and a beginner compound bow, so there won't be anything safe around the house. So I'm basically just trapping horizontal to this. This mountain's a long, narrow mountain, one of the tallest, well, I say mountain, for our area it's a mountain. And the road that goes over the peak has all windmills on it. And I'm on what I call the low road. And on the left side it drops off and goes into a big bog. And on the right it goes up steep to the top. And I'm just trapping all these little softwood fingers that follow these little trickles off the mountain down into that bog. Not seeing much tracks across the road yet on the on here. Just this fox or coyote that run down. I forgot to look at that when I got out last. Looks pretty close together. Might be a fox, but I think it's a coyote. Oh, had a little set of tracks across there. That looked like a mouse. Big mouse though. Big mouse. Oh, what do we have there? Yeah, another mouse. We got quite a mouse crossing right here. They're thick. Watch out for the squatch. I haven't seen him yet, nor his tracks, and I've spent all my life in the woods, but isn't to say that one day I might not come across them. When I was up north trapping with Joe Holland, I thought I saw a Sasquatch track, but then kind of find out it Joe had just walked out on the porch to use the bathroom. It was his foot after all. Alright, we should have another set coming up here shortly. I think this one's going to be too far for me to take you down in, but we got a couple up here that are real close. I'll take you with me again, so you don't have to sit in the trap. Alright. I'll be back in 2 minutes if I don't have anything, and I'll be back in about 8 minutes if I do have something. Oh yeah, she is comfy and nice. I gotta remember to put my window up this time so Mildred don't escape. Yep, she's getting good around the snow so far. Oh, we should have a great new year coming. Lots of ice fishing planned. Should have a great time. Alright, I'll be right back with you in a couple minutes. Let's see if we caught something out. we had some activity. Let me turn you around here. Here we go. Another beautiful one. Look at the beautiful throat patch on that one. That is absolutely gorgeous. Good light one. That's going to make a nice garment. Nice garment. Alright. No Bigfoots yet. I've been keeping my ear out. 33 in Michigan. Yeah, a little more chilly here. I've got 5 now on the old truck thermometer. If that's accurate or not, I don't know. Alright, get my GPS going again here so I can see where I'm going, what I'm doing. We're having a good day so far for this area. Good day. I think out of what? 6 traps. 1 was sprung, 2 Marten. The other 3 was no hit. What do we have there? Ooh. That looks like a Marten track right there. And I don't have a trap there. Heaven's sake. Well, I think it's actually weasel. It's only about, yeah, it's weasel. Weasel. Thought it was Marten that wasn't going very fast, but I think it's a weasel. This is on a 5-day check right now. We had a good soak. When I brought Ashton there, the young fellow, with me last week, it was only on a 2-day soak and we didn't do good, but I wish he was with me today. That's alright, Jeff. All kinds of area around here. If somebody takes this spot, I can find 10 more. Hard for you to rebait and take them through the phone, but I guess if you can't do that, this is the next best thing. I'm going to try to get you down in there to some of these closer ones. It's actually not that far to my next trap from where that weasel crossed, so maybe he snuck across and we got him. We'll find out here shortly. Should be right in here someplace. Yep, right here. This one's down over the bank a little bit, so I don't think I can bring you along, but heck with it. Let's try it, shall we? Most we'll do is you'll break up a little bit, and then you'll come back into service when I come back up over the hill. We'll give her a go. I won't make you sit in the truck the whole time. Mildred, 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 come on. Come on, let's go. Get in the truck. Nope, in the truck. Up. Mildred, up. Get up there, come on. Up. There you go, good girl. You stay there. I'll let you run around here a little later. I don't need you parading around all my sets. Oh, this one isn't as far away as I thought. I think you might hold service. You can see these, comes down off these hardwood ridges, and then you'll get these little fingers of these bigger hemlock that they left that run down to that big bog down the base of the hill. I don't have any activity on this one. She looks like she's staying in the sun. Yeah. Hit some. There we go. Squirrel. Got bait in there. I'm going to add some of this long distance call I picked up here. All I could get was that bobcat lure. We'll stir up what we got there, but she's cold right now. She's firmed up pretty good at 5 degrees. Let me open this up. We'll give her a little shot of this on top of it. There we go. Don't want to stay down in there now. There we go. All right. See if I can get my cover back on. Getting it on my finger. I guess that old weasel didn't come down across this way. He wasn't that too far that way. Very cross. All right. Go back up to the truck. And we'll be on to the next one. We still got quite a few more to go, so I'm guessing, just guessing, we'll have at least one more piece of action. Don't want to get too cocky, but I feel like we should do all right. You're welcome, Paul. Yep, no hit. That's all right, Alex. I don't speak English very well either, and that's my first language. All right. On to the next one. What do we have across there? Deer. There's another one of those little fingers going down. We got a trap right up. I think I set this one on the high side. I probably can bring you along on... Is this the one I set on? No, I didn't set this one on the high side. I don't think. Let me look. Nope. Should be on the low side. I'm gonna back up a little bit. Drove by too far. Oh yeah, I can see that one right there. I can bring you along. Some of these I had very limited time when I was putting the line out, and there wasn't, you don't get hot. You notice I've been the only one in here. Every time I came in, I was the only track. So some of them aren't very far down in. All right, let's take a look. Nope. Mildred. All right, you can go to the bathroom. Go ahead. Go ahead. You look, you can see that white spot right there. That's that bog. So this, we're right in a pretty good narrow stretch from where it turns the pure hardwoods up there to this nice softwood runs along this boggy brook. We got a little trickle running down over here. So I think this will probably produce eventually if we don't run out of season. We only got till Wednesday. Doesn't look very good. Doesn't look very good. Nope. Still got plenty of bait. I'll put some fresh lure on it here. There we go. All right, let's go check the next one. Where'd you go, Mildred? Come on, time to go. Come on. Good Gale. Come on, let's go. Get up in there. Up. No, look down there. Come on. Up. There you go. Good Gale. No hit. Hawaii. Yep, we're sitting at 5 degrees. Aloha. I've seen some good buck tracks. I haven't seen any big bucks. Oh, Mildred, she likes to get out. She's about the best listening hound dog I ever see. Usually, a lot of times you come out, and the next time you see him will be about 6 hours later on the other side of town. She does pretty good. Yep, hit my no hit. Hope we had something cross right down here. Still got that fox or whatever it is going across. Deer tracks. Old ones full of snow. Something there all blown in that looked like weasel or Marten type. If I set every one of those little softwood fingers, I'd have a trap about every 500 yards, and that's a little tight for the amount of traps I got. So just set the best ones and hope you gather in the other ones with your long call. Ohio, we're in the beautiful state of Maine, northern Penobscot County. Actually checking traps right now. We might be in... No, I think we're still in northern Penobscot. I was thinking for a second we might be in southern Aroostook, but no, we're in northern Penobscot. Oh, we got another track crossing up here. Deer. Another deer. They must be hanging out down them bottoms and then going up there and feeding on hardwood shoots and stuff. I see some deer out at the other end of this road, some does and lambs. Oh, that fox or coyote finally timed to turn right there, and he headed up over the ridge. He's running down the road here quite a little ways. Oh, yeah, I think he circled and came right back out on the road. He says, I'm not walking up on that steep ridge. I'm going to walk out here where it's good going. Yeah, there he is, plodding down the road again. Enough of that foolishness, he says. I have 4-wheel drive with a lock and rear differential, but I don't have the rear differential locked in right now. I just got it in auto 4-wheel drive, so it kicks on when it needs it. This road's not too rough. I think there's about 4 inches of snow, 3 or 4 inches of snow. But as far as roughness, it's not too bad. Not a plowed road. That's all right. We should have a left-hand road coming up here soon with a couple sets on it. Well, one set, I think. The old rock pile set, I think it is. No, this is private land. So in Maine we have an unorganized, well, any land that is private land, unless they post it, you're allowed to go on it. But for trapping in unorganized territories, you don't need permission to trap. But I know the landowner owns this land and he allows trapping, so it's not that we have a lot of forest land up here that is working forest. So these are all owned by a lot of logging companies own these lands. And they cut them and let them grow, and cut them and let them grow, and they let you do all the recreational activities on there. It's not like the North Maine woods where you have to pay to get in. It's all just private landowners, but this particular landowner is very friendly towards sportsmen. He allows you to hunt, fish, trap, all that good stuff. Snowmobile trail runs across here. I think the ATV trail does. All the wind towers up on top is just leased. I believe the wind company leases that land from them. Alright, we got a nice green growth down here with this brook crossing. I don't want to drive you in too far because you might lose the internet there with the old Starlink. See what we got for activity here. Actually, I'll keep driving and drive all the way through the green growth with that sunshine. We'll be able to get some... Oh! I'm going to bring you with me because I drove by and I could see that trap and it didn't look right. I want to bring you in on this one because I've had good feelings about this trap. I'm going to have to show you and record with my other camera at the same time because I also got to make my regular video for the YouTube. Yep, that's right, Jerry. No mud. Not bad at all. This is the USA, state of Maine. Stay, Mildred. Stay. I don't know what was happening this one. When I glanced in there and looked at the front of the box, I got excited for a second. I didn't get a good look. See if we got any action in here. Something was going on in here. And if it is what I think it was, it'd be pretty exciting. Still can't tell yet. Too much snow. We got something sticking out of there. What is it? What would you guys call that right there? That is looking pretty good. What I like to see. I'm going to try to get all my cameras set up here so everybody can see what's going on. Hopefully you're still there hanging into it. Connection for a second. We got Fisher. Look at that. Look. Absolutely gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. That is a beauty. Just what we was looking for. That's a nice one right there. The old 155 got him good. Absolutely great. Alright, I'm going to try to keep you in my pocket so you can still see. Not really set up here to get all my cams going. I want to just see if I can get him out of this trap without ripping any fur. If I can't, I'll pull it, because I got another one on the other side of the road. I gotta get her over in my other hand. All these animals so far have got in here before the last snow we got. So maybe they was moving before the snow. Yeah, I'm not going to be able to get him out of there. I'm just going to pull this one. I'll just be pulling the hair out of him. I got another trap on the other side of the road here. I got to check anyways. I doubled this one up too because it looked fishery. Very fishery. Sorry if your angle ain't the best. I'm trying to make it so you can see in my pocket. Working one-handed. All right. Beautiful, just what we was looking for. We still got one more to check on that side of the road. All right. Take you down here. Right along these little brooks and these mature green growths. Money. Money for sure. That one's gorgeous. Gorgeous. All right. Now we'll go see about this other one. I never doubled up on fisher before. That'd be cool. No, I don't see any fisher tails sticking out. Oh, but we do have some activity though. We could have possibly doubled up on something. All right, let me get this camera set up. You guys just bear with me. Bear with me. something going on in here. It's at least sprung. I don't know if there's any fur or not. But we could have possibly doubled up here on something. What could it be? Wow! I think we really did good here, folks. Anybody know what this is? You don't catch these all that too often in one of these Marten and Fisher sets. This turned out to be a banner day. Trying to do it one-handed. Look at that. Anybody know what this is? I'll give you guys a chance. Oh, we got Jerry with a mink. That's right. We caught a mink in our Marten and Fisher set. We don't catch those every day. Look at that, folks, right there. Absolutely gorgeous. We hadn't got a mink yet this year. That's great. That's great. All right. I'm going to have to put you back in my pocket for a minute so I can try to get this. I'm hoping I can get this trap off him. If not, I do have one more in the car. I want to keep one set on this run because this is absolutely gorgeous with these big mature softwoods. You're right at the base of a big ridge. You got this swampy brook running up through here. It's just, I just knew this spot would produce. I just knew it would. All right, I'm going to see if I can get him out of there. All right, put you in my pocket. This is a banner day for me. Banner day. Oh yeah, that's not sticking at all. Perfect. Look at that. Beautiful mink. Beautiful. Plus we can reset. Maybe without getting our fingers caught. The trucks will be in here 3 wide next fall, Paul. All rounded right up with traps. I'll be someplace else. I actually can see his tracks now where he came. He came from up that way. All right. I'm gonna put out a little lure here, a little extra lure. I thought it was a real dark Marten when I first opened it, and then I see his head, and they got that wide head. I said, oh, got a nice mink running this brook. You can see right here, there's a couple of his tracks. He went right up through there. Chink, chink, chink. Nice. Absolutely wonderful. Great. Nice little bonus mink. That'll be nice to add to the fur collection. They're just as soft as silk. Just as soft as silk. And we still got even more traps to check. See you on the next one. Yeah, boy. Starting to get quite a pile of fur here. There we go. Mildred's up there giving me the eyeball. Alright, let me get you clipped back into your car seat here. Whoops, almost dropped you. There we go, we're all back in action, I think. we got into the old Minkosaurus. I haven't caught very many marten trapping. We got one up when I was up with Joe. Back up here and see if I can get turned around without getting stuck and make it back up this hill. Other than all that, we should be alright. Hang on, Mildred. Don't spill your coffee. Worst comes to worst, I can put the chains on, but I really don't want to do it. I just don't. It's one thing about the old Suburb, sometimes you got to do the 100-point turnaround. Alright, let's see if we can get up over the old knoll here. She's got a little steepness to it. See if we can get a little bit of a run without spinning out. Come on, baby, light my fire. So far, so good. Momentum is everything when driving around in the woods. Mud, snow, momentum what saves the day. Have days like this, you just think you're going to see a trap, something, you single one, come through and you don't think anything's going to be in your traps because there ain't anything in them, maybe one piece. I brought that young fella out last week and we didn't get one piece of fur, not one deer across there. Moving on. Oh, I gotta look at my GPS so I don't drive by my net set here. That old fox or coyote, he's gonna run this whole road, I think. He left once for about 100 yards. Oh, he took a little scoot here and went over and sniffed something. Took a leap and then come back. What else did we have across here? Deer. Quite a few deer in here, looks like. Yep, 2 deer. Well, we got something else down here. What was that? Oh, that was a big deer there. Right here, they must be hanging in this green growth off the left because there's deer tracks here everywhere, new and old. New and old. Well, anybody's just joining, I hope you're enjoying yourselves. We're having a banner day out here on the Trapline. What do we got so far? I think 2 marten, a fisher, and a mink. The mink was a big bonus. We don't usually catch mink very often, at least I don't in marten and fisher sets. So that was a nice bonus, and always that's what we're after is a fisher. That is what I'm really out here to get, and they're a little more scarce than the marten are. At least for me. So I think that's number 6 for us on the season, and we got 11. Well, around here I got 7 marten, and then up north got some more with Joe, 4 up there. So we got 11 marten and 6 fisher so far. So I'm just tickled to death to get them fisher. Them just trip my trigger. I like that. Alright, I gotta figure out what's going on here in my GPS. She don't look like she's moving. Oh, there we go. I like to get over this cold. I don't like that coughing. What's this here? More deer. Quite a little deer bunch down through there. This doesn't look like deer here, though. Can't, yeah, there is too. Yeah, it's all deer, all different shapes and sizes. I don't really want to see a marten and a fisher go across here because I don't have a trap for a little ways. Having a good day for me, that's for sure, for the amount of traps we got. We only got 21, I think it is. And we already pulled 2. I didn't get a deer this year, Bill. The only deer hunting I did was heater hunting while I was checking traps. Yeah, should have got some cough drops, I guess. Somebody asked a question or anything and I missed it, just ask it again, because I take my eyes off the screen here quite a bit, especially when I'm down in the brush. Oh, it wasn't too bad, Bill. I enjoy the trapping. I just doesn't bother me too much if I don't get out deer hunting. Some years I feel more like deer hunting, some years I feel like more like trapping. I just like being out and about. A few mice crossings. All kinds of zigzaggery here. Another fox. It's probably chasing them mice around, all them mice tracks there. Got quite a little haul to the next one. Yeah, you gotta stop that coughing. Oh, we'll check him when I get back. I looked underneath him to see where his white was. I'll let you know just as soon as we stop again. So we'll check today. Today is Friday. So we'll have Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Yeah, we'll have one more 5-day check when we pull them on Wednesday. So that'll be interesting. Get another 5 days on these. We might pick up a few more pieces of fur. Trying to get the boxes spread across this whole road system. Yes, I think a mink crossed right there. And I didn't set a couple spots in here that looked nice. Oh yeah. That mink went right down, jumped in that little trickle. That's something. Quite a minky ridge here. He could have been the same one that went down along there. Could have been the same one. They cover some ground too. Take a little drink of Moxie here, see if I can stop this foolish coughing. Dead. Guess it didn't help much. Headed to the top of the ridge. How's the clarity been overall? Pretty good? Alright, we're coming up on our next set here pretty quick. I think this one might be up on the steep ridge on the high side. It's not too far up there. I'll try to see if I can get you up there where it's up high. You might not get blocked off from the signal. Oh, no, this isn't the high side one, the low side one. Oh yeah, I can bring you on this one. She's close by. Close by. Stay mid. There's some kind of little tracks going down here. What do we got? They're all filled in with snow. Oh, I can almost see that one. Almost looks like bobcat tracks. The way they're all on a line like that. You can go down by the box, don't look like anyways. Doesn't look like any activity. That one must have melted out a little, she's a little crooked. Still got some bait in there. Looks like the mice have been helping themselves to it a little bit. Put a little fresh lure out here. There we go. You guys smell that? Pretty rugged. It's not too skunky, but it's got a good strong scent to it. Must have a lot of glands in it. We were fresh out of skunk at the store and I didn't feel like ordering any. I said, I only got 2 checks left. We'll try. We'll do a little experiment. So we'll see if we get any activity on this. Got one more check on it. On New Year's Eve. A New Year's Eve check. Maybe I'll do that. I'll do a live on New Year's Eve trap check. Ushering out the old and bringing in the new. Or does it go the other way? Ushering in the new. One way or the other. Hello, Mildred. Might as well be cough syrup. You're right. She's good stuff. Canadian. Well, I'm not quite Canadian, but I'm in Maine. That butts out Canada. I guess it could be close. I'm being careful as I can, Kyle, and that's not very good, probably. Not as careful as some could be. Alright, we got another one coming up here a little ways. Hello, Broderick Walker. How you doing today? Stinks all the way down Pennsylvania. Yeah, if it was that hellfire, it probably would have melted the lens off the camera. That stuff there's got, she's potent. Oh, there's a track crossing right there I'd like to look at, but I don't want to stop on this hill. Oh, it wasn't a Marten or Fisher, it was something bigger. I don't like, as I was saying, momentum is everything driving on these snowy roads, so it's best not to stop on the side of a hill, because you can't take off very good. You usually got to back all the way up if you can't take off. So. Get a nice little run for these hills so we can make her up over. Oh yeah, that Suburb loves it. She don't even spin a tread. We should be going by the blowdown here pretty quick where I got my Christmas tree. There was a fir tree blowed down across the end. I had to chop it up with the axe to get it out of the road and took the top off it for my Christmas tree. It was pretty nice for a while. Oh, thank you for that gift. I appreciate that. We try to put everything back into the channel that we make off it. I just bought a, I'll give you guys a little sneak peek since you're on the live for ice fishing. I just bought one of those. I didn't buy the cheapest and I didn't buy the most expensive. I bought one of those gravity feed pellet stoves to put in a hot tent. And I'm going to rig that up in my portable ice shack with one of those little, I bought one of those silicone stovepipe kits to go up through the roof. And it's supposed to run like 6 or 8 hours on just a little bit of pellets. So we're going to try that out. And I also got a new diesel heater that Vivor sent me to test out. So we're going to be testing that out this year. And we got a new lithium battery to test out. So we got lots of gear if you guys are interested in portable power options and portable heat options. Alright, I think this is the one I've been talking about for 3 sets now that's up on this steep ridge. I think I can take you up there without losing the signal. We'll give it a try. We'll give it a try. Hello from Minnesota, Julia. Yep, no deal. Oh, thank you, Kyle. I appreciate the subscription. Yep, should keep us warm and toasty. That'll burn my tent down flat. One good thing about if your tent burns down, you stay warm for a short amount of time while the tent's burning. Alright, let's go up here. I set this spot up so we got the same kind of scenario where these mature hemlocks, they left these strips of them along these little trickles that off the bog down below. So I set this one on the high instead of on the low side of the excess. So we're going to go up in here. I can see the box from here, so hopefully we get some action. Some kind of tracks going up through here, but whatever they wasn't interested. Can't really tell what they are. They're all snowed in. Doesn't look like any activity. This is a beautiful ridge here. About as far as you can see, then it turned back to hardwood, but got some nice mature trees in here. Let me get down here and see. Nope, we still got that one. I had a beaver head in that one for bait. You can see it in there. I'm going to put a little fresh lure out over here on my lure station. Oh, we had some tracks here going by too. Deer. Deer walked right down by. Oh, my lure stick's gone. I gotta get a new one. Oh, that lure washed right away. There we go. See if that will tantalize their nostrils. I can't believe if we don't run out of time next week, something won't come down through here. This looks like a good spot. Yeah, that pellet stove I got, I can't remember what the total weight is, but it's made out of just, I didn't spend the big dollars and get the titanium one. It's just like sheet steel. It all folds up into a little carrying bag. They had one about even half again cheaper, but sometimes things like that, it ain't the best to go with the, well, it's probably never to go best with the cheapest, but I always buy cheap stuff. And in that particular case, getting a stove, I went up one notch from the cheapest. It's even got a little, so you can either burn pellets or wood in it. And if you are burning pellets, it has a little oven in the bottom you can use. But if you're burning wood, you take out a little divider, and then that oven becomes part of your firebox. So you have a bigger firebox, so you can burn wood if the pellet mechanism fails. Oh yeah, I think that was a pretty good buck there that came down by my set. He crossed to the back of the wagon, doing a little cross-country skiing. Whoops, I forgot. I told somebody I was going to check that mink for a beard. We'll do that real quick while we're right here. We're not in a hurry. Getting a good fur going here. No white, well, just a speck maybe. But he does have a little bit in his groin there. So if you just joined us, we caught this beautiful mink. That was a surprise in our Marten fisher set. Got this beautiful Marten here. Look at that orange throat patch, absolutely gorgeous. We got another one here that was frozen. This one was kind of unique. It had a real gray tail. And then favorite, we love to get these nice fisher. Got that nice fisher in the set. So that's what we're up to right now. This is a banner day for us. So far, usually on these lines, 1 to 2 pieces of fur is about the best we do. We're having a good day today. Get out of there, Mildred. All right, now we can check the next one. Yep, you can cook on that pellet stove. It gets wicked hot. The little basket that the pellets burn in, they said is a consumable part. It will burn out after a while. And I almost bought a spare one, but they weren't the cheapest, and I wanted to test it out before I start buying spare parts for it. So I don't know how long it'll burn before you burn out that metal cage that the pellets go in. Probably depends on how hot you run it. Oh, I hunt, trap, fish, everything. We're getting ready to we'll have one more trap check next week, and then we'll be converting over to ice fishing season. So if you want to follow our channel along, we'll have all kinds of ice fishing content on there for lake trout, brook trout, perch, all kinds of things. We fish about everything there is in the state. So, oh yeah, we have some fish fries. That's right, Bill. Love to have fish fries. We let a lot of things go, but anything that's got a good fillet on it, we always try to spew into the fry pan to stink her up a little bit. Make a nice sandwich. All right, I got to look at my GPS here. See where our next trap is. Oh, we got a little ways to go. I don't know how many we got left, but we must be well over halfway done, I would say. Well over halfway done. We should have to go up a little left jig road up here a little ways. I set 3 on that. 2 of them was very similar to the place where we caught the fisher, and 1 was up on top of the ridge. I wouldn't have normally set there, but the only reason I did is because I saw fisher tracks cross there in the snow. So that's what we got coming up. And then we got at least 6 left, I would say, if not more. Appreciate you guys riding along, checking her all out. My voice holds out. Trying to bring you down in on the closer ones so you can see what's taking place instead of having to sit in the car like a kid. Get you down in there and look her over. What do you guys think? We'll get one more, do you? Oh yeah, fish fry is great. If you haven't tried it, by far my favorite fish fry is, you can get it right at Walmart. It's called Stale Crackers Cajun Fish Fry, I believe is what it's called. It's a little blue bag. Stale Cracker, he's a fellow that has a YouTube channel from down in Louisiana. And I love that fish fry. We use it all the time. It's wicked great. If you watch some of our videos from fishing this summer, we cooked some nice panfish in that throughout the summer. It's great stuff. It gives you a nice little crunch on the outside, but it still stays nice and moist on the inside. And it has just a touch of that Cajun heat to it. Not much, I mean just enough. Just the perfect amount. Alright, we're at another set. All right, let's see here. Let's catch something. Like I say, once I start having a good day like this, I feel like every single trap's going to have something in it. Yeah, this one's a little ways away. Hopefully we stay connected. Oh, what I do, leave my window down again, Mildred. We don't have any activity. No activity. Bait sticks out here. Put a little fresh lure on it for our last check of the year coming up next week. All right, on to the next one. Hadn't done any of that in a while. I got a couple spots in mind. I got one spot where you might be able to do an overnight fishing trip and trap beaver at the same time. Might try that out. Come on, Mildred. Sniffing your own tracks. Up. Up. Good deal. All right. Oh yeah, gotta have salt pork. I love salt pork. Love cooking stuff in salt pork. Oh yeah, you gotta try it out, Kyle. Yep, it's good stuff, Bill. Salt pork is delicious. I like to get the stuff that has the little rind on it out of the pigs that they just scraped, that they didn't skin, and you crisp that right up. It gives that little crunch. It's good stuff. Good stuff. Probably not good for your blood pressure. Oh, what cross there? It almost looked like a Marten. Crossed right there. He must not, that lure wasn't very good on that last set. Must not been able to smell it. Huh. Yep, definitely a Marten. Missed him. He didn't quite get us. Maybe next time. We still got another 5 days. Oh, I gotta give you a little run here for this hill. See on my GPS where the next one is. Oh, the next one's where I saw a Marten track cross. So maybe he's come back through. Well, that one just crossed, nope, not too far back there. Maybe he came up to this set. Could have happened. We still got that old fox and coyote still roaming along. Oh, what crossed here? Oh, let's see. Weasel, I'm gonna say. Weasel or squirrel. Oh, we got a cross in there that went right down in the brook. I wonder if that was a mink. Oh, it looks like a mink went right down in that trickle. They're really running these trickles. Too bad we didn't have be a good spot to have a trap. Gotta set this up next year. It's a great spot. You only get every 500 feet across here. Alright, we got a trap ready here someplace. Gotta put my window up this time so Mildred don't escape. Oh yeah, Ahab's ready to fish. He's ready to fish. Back and see what these tracks are. Looks like fox to me. Been running around here to and fro. Oh, that's a two-footed creature there. Gotta walk down in here. This one, oh, I can see the box right there. Wonder if we got any action. He's headed right down towards it, whatever it was. turn went the other way right there. Sometimes I have a hard time telling the difference between squirrels and fishes and martens. That right there surely looks marten-like. That's hard to tell. It's so full of snow. Well, let's get down here and look in the box. Maybe it'll tell us. Got another little track going across there. I don't think it's sprung. There's been all kinds of action around it. What is that? I can't figure out what those tracks are. They're little, but they're all full of snow. And running right back and forth. Huh. Bait in there. Trap looks good. Must be squirrel. Squirrel. Can't believe a marten wouldn't have come down here and walking all around it. Something is. They wouldn't go in the end of it. That is so peculiar. So peculiar. Need the old Joe Holland here. Expert advice on what's going on there. Don't know what it is. I think it's, sometimes I look at it and I say, oh, it's marten. Then next time I look at it, oh, it's gray squirrel. And then whatever it was, it didn't go where it needed to go. I'll take just a dab of that, put it in the box. There we go. It is a marten that might get him to commit. Let's go over here a little further. Those tracks look a little clearer. The way it's running around, hanging around here, I just feel like it's a squirrel, gray squirrel. Run right across here. And it's not a marten, I don't think. And this other one went up through here. Looks like fox, I think. Just enough snow in them, hard to tell. I do pretty good if I can see the actual print, but the ones that's full of snow I struggle with sometimes. Make a lot of guesses, but not much sure things. Get a little build up here. Hello, Mildred. Get in the back. Good girl. I got all these battery packs over here running the Starlink. I got the Starlink mounted out on the hood. Working good so far. Oh, you gotta move, huh, Kyle? That's too bad. No, nothing that does taste good is good for you. That's right. Well, maybe whatever that was will commit over the next 5 days. I'll have my old buddy Joe check her out and see if he can cipher it. Much as if it was a marten running around there like that, I can't believe he wouldn't have went in that box. That big chunk of beaver in there looking at him. Alright. Oh, the next one is those 3 I told you about on the left-hand road coming up. One I call the rock pile's head. I set it right next to a big pile of rocks. Got a couple steep hills in here. Hopefully we can make the run. I'm in the beautiful state of Maine. Where are you from, mister? What is it? I can't see the sun shining. Hook St. John. Hook St. John. You must be near the St. John River, or are you in the St. John Valley, or are you in the town of St. John up in New Brunswick? Or probably a lot of other St. Johns I don't know about. Virginia. Yep, I didn't know anything about St. John down in Virginia. Maybe it doesn't have anything to do with Virginia. Yep, I know some people down in Virginia. Wicked nice folk down that way. A lot of bear hunters with hounds come up here to Maine for Virginia to hunt during our hound season. Virginia, North Carolina, South Carolina. Well, let's see if we can make it up over this big hill here. Gotta get a little run for her. A little momentum, brute strength, and ignorance. Oh yeah, I think we got it made in the shade. Made in the shade. This next one we check is the one I told you I normally wouldn't set a trap there, but I saw fisher tracks cross a couple weeks ago. But sometimes it takes them a month to come back around from where you saw them to cross. They make some big loops, cover a lot of ground. I think these traps have been on this road system for a little over 2 weeks, and that was the first fisher we caught on that one that set a while back. First one we caught on this road system. So it takes them a while to make the loops. We got a little blow down here we got to go around. Without getting in the ditch. Oh, we made it. Well, I didn't see where a fish across there where I hit the trap. I got to turn around here, then we'll check her out. Oh, what do we got there? Big buck. Big buck or little moose? I don't know. I gotta get out and look that over. St. Peters, Montana. 65 degrees. I thought you guys usually got quite a lot of cold weather out that way, but I guess you're not right now. We gotta jump out and look this track over real quick. That wasn't a little moose, it was a huge buck track. Huge. Oh, no, moose. Yep. Small moose. He was after the snow too. I wish we could see one so I could show it to you. Somebody was saying earlier they'd like to see a moose. Oh, Missouri. I don't know my I don't know my abbreviations very good, do I? I guess Montana's MT, isn't it? Yeah, MO's Missouri, Montana's MT. My bad. Alright, we should have a set right in here. And I think it's close enough that you can come along again. So I'll bring you in. Yeah, definitely Missouri, not Montana. You'll never get many trappers that claim to be very bright. See if we can get a little activity in here. Like I say, I never would have normally set this spot. It ain't a bad spot. I just, with the few traps I had, I probably wouldn't have set it unless I saw those fisher tracks. Oh, that moose come right down through here by my set. I don't see any fisher tails sticking out. Nope, no action. Mice been running in there, enjoying my bait. Yeah, we still got some bait left. We'll put a little lure out. Put a little dab on this spruce tree here. Just like brill cream, just a dab will do ya. There we go, we got a good dab on there. On to the next one. We got turned around, now we'll be back down the bottom of that hill. I just had to get a run for. We'll got a set there in the rock pile set. Mildred. She is blue today, just a couple little wispy clouds. I fished Sebago one time. I came down for that big derby they had years ago with my uncle taught me into going down. We didn't catch too much, but we had a fairly good time. Alright. We'll move out here and get to the bottom of this big hill and see if we got some more action. The sets are starting to look more like my normal sets now, empty. We were starting off like a house afire. I had a great day. Great day so far. When we get all done, we'll dig all the fur out again and give her a good look over. They're froze stiff though. I don't think I'll be able to skin them tonight. I'm going to have to let them thaw out by the fire there and get softened up. Yeah, this is pretty good country around here. Pretty nice. Guess there's probably not a lot of states nowadays you can drive across thousands and thousands of acres like this and allowed to hunt, fish, and trap all you want. Hardly see anybody. If you come in here during deer season and rough grouse, we call them partridge, but they're called really rough grouse season, you'll see a lot of people riding the roads. But not this month, you won't see much. Pretty well have it all to yourself. Which way I prefer it. I like to run into people once in a while. I don't know if you ever noticed, but I like to talk once in a while, tell a few stories, so I don't mind running into somebody once in a while and talking things over, spreading a few yarns. Well, it'll be nice if we don't slide down over this hill sideways. Right now she's feeling pretty good. I think we'll be alright. If she does, I'm bailing to the right, because I don't want to get down over that huckus hole there to the left. Alright, let's see. See what we got for activity. Well, I better roll that window up. Mildred will be out and around again. This is the old rock pile set. Oh, we had a little activity went in across here. Didn't go too far, just came in here a little while, turned around, went back. Wasn't Marten a fisher. Looked like bobcat to me. You get all these rocks here on this little knoll. You can see we got this softwood run that runs right up through. We got this little trickle. I bet a man could catch a mink by that culvert easy if he was mink trapping. It looks like a great spot. Still open a little bit. Got this softwood run. I set it up. You see her right up between those two trees. Get her up a little higher so the scent spreads around good. But I'm not seeing much for action there. This spot would definitely produce if we had it here long enough, I'm sure. Oh, still got bait. Find me a stick, we'll give us some fresh lure. Not much for sticks around here. All the sticks are very fragile. And I'll take that and put it right in here so we can draw them into the set if they come around. Smells good, that lure. Caught a trapper anyway. Too bad I wasn't trapping bobcat. Beautiful day, Walt. Beautiful day. How's things out in the beautiful state of Idaho? You're out in Idaho, I believe, right? Linnaeus? Oh, I'm not too far from Linnaeus. I'm probably about just about an hour southeast, over by East Grand and West Grand Lakes. Well, that's good. Somebody's got to root. Everybody's got to have a fan. You might as well root for them. They're doing a good job on this part of the line of missing my traps. Where's our next one? Oh yeah, we only got 3 left. Oh yeah, April's a great time to be up. All the spring fishing's opening up. All the ice going out of the lakes. Into April, 1st of May. Good old mud season. Get to walk around mud to your ankles for a month. 3 weeks. This next set, we caught one Marten in, so if we catch one in it today, I'm going to pull it, because I want to not clean them out. I just want to keep the population at bay. Give the grouse nests a chance, the turkey nests a chance. Give the rabbits a chance. We haven't had very many rabbits for quite a few years. Marten and Fisher we're trapping for, and the occasional weasel. We picked up an incidental mink today, which is kind of rare in the Marten and Fisher sets for us. But our favorite is the Fisher, and we also love the Marten. And we tan all our hides and are going to make garments out of them. We don't even sell them. So. If we have a surplus, we may sell a few to the subscribers. But mostly we're going to make our own garments. All right. Yeah, we caught one Marten here before. Let's see if we get. No hand sets for Bigfoot. Don't think these would hold them with that little Bridger 155. That's not a good Bigfoot trap. I'll try to take in this one. I think this one's going to be pushing the limit on how far I can reach with my Wi-Fi signal. We'll try it out. If you saw my video there from last week there where we had that big wind and rainstorm, I wandered down in here for 15 minutes trying to find this trap. It was quite a session, but I found it after a while, and then there ended up being a marten in it. Hard to find them in the dark sometimes. My GPS map kept saying that it was right beside it. I'd wander around, then all of a sudden my mark where I was would change. Just haven't had time to find it. We'll find her in the daytime, alright. Get this beautiful mature softwood and mixed hardwood run coming down here with this little trickle. This is the spots I like to set for them. Hello from Bangor. What you going down there? You're about an hour and a half south of me. And Cedar. Doesn't look like we got any action. We just got the one marten out of here so far. And we got bait. We're looking good. Put out a little fresh lure. A lot of people don't like trapping, but there's very few trappers that love more wildlife more than trappers. The last thing we ever want to do is clean out a population. We're just trying to keep things in check, make some all natural, renewable garments. That's it. Enjoy our heritage. If it's not done, a lot of other species will suffer. Because marten and fish are sometimes all different kinds of he's set out by his camp. He has a marten that comes with eggs every. So I just know when they're playing, those marten raise heck with those. That's not even counting all the coons that find those. Every little bit helps. And I love fur garments. I can't wait to get mine back made this year. Can't wait. Hello, Sherry. Hello from Brownville. You're over by the Via Food Pantry. I've been seeing some monster bucks have been starting to lose their horns over there on the live feed. Two sets left. Maybe we'll get one more piece of fur. If not, we've had a great day so far. We get all done, I'll open up the tailgate and we'll take another look at everything we got today. We've had a good day. One of the best days of the season so far. And we're on the move again. So Starlink seems to be working pretty good today, mounted out on the hood. Last time I tried to do a live, I had it mounted inside on the sunroof. That didn't work great. And I was reading online that cuts the power like in half of it being able to acquire satellite. So now we got her out on the hood and she's working good, it seems like. Yep, Paul, we got a couple more to check. Hang in there. I almost forgot to let you get back in the truck on that last one. You were starting to lag behind a little bit there. little wind tower action. We've come off that lower road that we was on now. Now we're back out on the main access road for the windmills. We're right in that area. Normally I don't show my locations that much, but I move around so much I might never even trap this mountain again. I'll be off somewhere else, so I ain't too worried about it. Oh yeah, the river freezes up solid from pretty much from where my bus is down probably 13 miles below that. It's actually open, one of the few rivers that's open to ice fishing, but mostly pickerel in there in the wintertime. But you gotta get it right, you gotta make sure the ice is good out there. You gotta know spots to stay away from and all that good stuff. Nothing worse than being 8 miles down the river from nearest road and put your snowmobile through the ice. It'd be a neat stunt, neat stunt. I think I had a video on my channel of 2 years ago we ice fished down there. We didn't do very good. We only caught 1 or 2 pickerel, but we went down there. Had a bunch of cool drone footage of the area. Glad you came along, Paul. We got one more trap on this road, and then we got one out on the main road. And then that'll be it for today. So we'll see if we get any action out there. Something crossed back there. I wanted to check it, but I wanted to get a run for this hill there. Pay attention, I don't meet the plow truck here on one of these hills. I don't think he'd be coming from this way. He plows this with a grader, I think, and it's out on the other end. Oh, I drove right by my trap. Whoa, hoss. Whoa. She's a little slick. She don't want to stop. Let me back her up a little. The Dawson Trail with the old sled dogs. Where's the Dawson Trail? Forgive my ignorance. Sounds like it's famous, but I'm not being able to pull it in my memory right now. Back up a little more here. There we go. Alright, this one might be questionable if I'll be able to stay connected because it's down over this bank, but we'll try it. We'll try it. could get one more piece. One more piece before we get down. That'd be wonderful. But we've already had a great day. Oh, I can see the box down there. Can't tell if it's had activity yet or not. Some of these I've been propping the front of the box up so the fish can get in easier. Doesn't look good. Got a little bit of a ride the next one, not too far though. And that'll be a wrap for today. Be nice to get big beautiful fish, our last trap of the day. It's actually a fishery looking spot too. And then after we check that trap, we'll take a look at everything we caught today. Admire its gorgeous coat. And I gotta take them home and thaw them out so I can get them processed up to send to the tannery. Gotta send a load to the tannery soon. I got my bear hide in the freezer that I caught this fall, and I got a woman down in southern Maine that's been wanting to try to tan a bear hide, so I'm gonna let her experiment on it. I gotta drop that off Tuesday. An old poem by Robert Server, Cremation of Sam McGee. I'll have to check that out. I like them old poems that talk about the old times like that. One more trap to go. Well, for this area, we have had a stellar day for the amount of traps we got out. I'm tickled right to death. I don't know if you guys are or not. I haven't tried tanning anything, Bill. I think it's one thing to be able to tan something just so you want something to hang on the wall, but to be able to get it soft enough and thin enough to make a decent garment, it's quite a job, and it's not something I'm ready to undertake. But I am interested in doing getting a fur sewing machine and trying to make some of my own products with that. Oh yeah, Paul, you're tickled. I can tell all along you've been having a great time. We'll get down this. So this is what our main gravel roads, like the secondary gravel roads. Yep, I don't even know what I'm saying. Like our secondary paved roads. This is pretty much how they'll be all winter. Be just plowed off with a little strip of sand down the middle. If we get some warm days, they might bear off, but most of the winter they'll be just like this. If you get out on the main arteries, like the major routes, the state plows those, and those they use all salt on those, so those bear right up. All our secondary paved roads will be like this most of the winter. Yeah, I've watched a few videos on tanning there, Bill, and to get it broken down so that they're soft, it takes a lot. It takes a lot. This is where my other trap was, right here. Yep, that's the spot. See if we can back down in there so we can drive out. I don't like backing out on these winter roads up on top of these hills because it's hard for me to stop and it's hard for anybody else coming to stop. I'm going to try to back down there as far as I can so I can bring you guys in to check it out. Hopefully I don't back down over a hussock here and get them out. All right, that's as far as I'm going right there. All right, last trap of the day. Can we get something? Not too far down there, there's a big bog brook down there with a big heath. This is kind of up on the ridge on the side of it. So thought it'd be a good spot to try out. I can see the box. Do we have any action? Doesn't look good, I don't think. Oh, we got activity. We have activity. Anybody want to guess what it is before we open her up? Last trap of the day we pulled through and it sprung. I don't know what's in it. Could be nothing. We got activity, as Joe Holland loves to say. We got activity. All right. Gotta get you guys rigged up in my pocket again. I thought this would be a good spot. I thought it would. Get this straight up here. Might be just a sprung trap. I might be getting excited for nothing. All right. I'll take you out before we open her up. Paul says a Marten. Here we go. And we got, you got it, Paul. Beautiful Marten. Get the bait out of there. Oh, he's got it right in his mouth. I'd do that one-handed sometimes. All right, I'm putting you back in my pocket for a second. I gotta have two hands. There we go. Look at that. Absolutely gorgeous. Let me get him out of there and then we'll take a look at him. She's not froze up too much so that it's going to pull his fur. I'll leave the trap and set her again because we've only caught one animal here. One animal. What a day. What a day we've had. This is like the day of the year. It's not stuck to the fur. I'll reset it. If not, I might go back up and get another trap. We don't want to ruin it. All right. I'm going to take this beautiful Marten out to the car. I think I got one more spare trap out there. I can bring another one in. That's absolutely gorgeous. Gorgeous. He had his mouth right on that bait when he bit. He's looking ferocious. While we're out here, I'll show you guys everything we caught today, and I'll probably close this thing out while I'm trying to set back up. All right, let's take a look. I get one Marten, two Marten, three Marten, a beautiful mink. And my favorite, of course, that beautiful fisher. Look at that. That's a nice fisher. He's got a little mat back there in his hind end. Absolutely gorgeous. This one's got a nice color to it. That one had that gray in its tail. I haven't seen too many like that. Nice, beautiful mink. Absolutely great day. That was our banner day of the year right there. That's not bad for 21 sets. Had a great day. Oh, Joe made her back in just before we closed out. Mildred, get back in there. All right, I got to I got one more spare trap here. I'm going to take that in and set this box up because I've only caught one marten here. I'm not going to pull till Wednesday, so might as well set this back up. Got this beautiful day here. Get these babies thawed out at home, get them on some boards, and can't wait to make them into some garments. All right. I appreciate everyone following along today. I'm going to go home and close her out. This cold's got my voice going to pieces. And thanks a lot for following along. It's been a great time. And we'll probably do a New Year's Eve check. We'll be pulling all the boxes that day, so keep your eye out. I'll probably do another live since we had good signal today. So appreciate all the likes and the follows. We'll catch you guys on the next one. Have fun out there.